Do you have chronic pain? Have you been told by a doctor that there's no treatment for your pain and your only option for managing your pain is medication? Or perhaps you've been told that you have to suffer through it until you're ready to give in and consent to surgery? If you have any type of pain condition, including non-specific pain like fibromyalgia and multiple sclerosis, then your pain can be quickly alleviated by 50% or more simply by releasing the pressure off your body systems. In fact, even conditions that are not necessarily painful, like depression, attention disorders, bladder issues, and other organ malfunctions, brain fog, chronic fatigue, erectile dysfunction, infertility, digestive disorders, PMS, sleep disorders, tremors, and countless others can be dramatically reduced by simply releasing the pressure off your body systems. Even conditions that are generally considered incurable, like cancers, heart disease, scoliosis, COPD, PTSD, dementia, Parkinson's disease, and inflammatory conditions like arthritis, can be profoundly helped simply by releasing the pressure off your body systems. So how does one go about releasing the pressure off the body systems? Let me first explain how the pressure got there in the first place. It all starts in the fascia, which is the connective tissue of the body. Imagine a giant three-dimensional spider web throughout your body, and imagine the fibers of this web surround and interpenetrate each and every muscle, organ, tissue, and even every cell of your body. That's what the fascia looks like. In my office, I have a book called Architecture of the Living Fascia by Dr. Jean-Claude Guimparteau, who is a French scientist who recently invented technology that allows one to take magnified photographs and videos of the inside of a living, breathing human being for the first time in history. You're welcome to flip through this book whenever you're in my office. This photo shows a picture of living fascia, so you can see what it looks like. There are also videos on YouTube that you can watch as well, which allows you to see how the fascia moves and reacts to stimuli, if you're interested in seeing that. So the fascia is actually a living organism. It's the essence of who you are. If you've heard people talk about the wisdom of the body, it's the fascial system that's being referenced. Your fascia is extremely intelligent, and it has its own consciousness that's completely separate from your thinking awareness. However, it's also very primitive, so it doesn't use logic and it doesn't make decisions on your behalf. It only reacts to stimuli. Now, every time you experience an injury, even just a minor bump, like when you stub your toe or bump into a table in the dark, every little trauma results in the fascia tightening and restricting in the area of that injury for the purpose of protecting you from further harm. The problem is that after your bumps and bruises have healed, if you don't do anything to help your body release the restriction, or if some other type of stimulus doesn't trigger the restriction to release itself, it will remain restricted in your body forever. Now, a few minor restrictions scattered throughout your body won't cause any noticeable problems for you. But as time goes by and little traumas continue to occur, these restrictions begin to layer one on top of the other throughout your body. This layering of restrictions begins to cause crushing pressure on all the systems of your body, on your joints, your blood vessels, your nerves, your heart and other organs, and they begin to manifest into symptoms like pain, decreased range of motion, stiffness, soreness, and countless other health conditions. Try to imagine any type of ailment in your body that might be caused or aggravated by something being squeezed that shouldn't be squeezed. Think of things like bladder problems, hardening of the arteries and other circulatory problems, erectile dysfunction, headaches and migraines, brain fog, blurry vision, attention disorders, cerebral palsy, heart disease, high blood pressure, asthma, fibromyalgia, joint and muscle pain and restriction, bulging or herniated spinal discs, carpal tunnel syndrome, convulsions, digestive disorders, bowel restrictions, IBS, scoliosis and other spinal disorders, PMS and other menstrual and hormonal problems. infertility, paralysis, pelvic organ prolapse, plantar fasciitis, post-surgical pain, restless leg syndrome, sciatica, thoracic outlet syndrome, sinus problems, sleep disorders, tendinitis, tinnitus, TMJ syndrome, traumatic brain injuries, tremors, and just about anything else you can imagine. I could go on for hours. And because so much energy is required for your body to maintain these restrictions in your fascia, you can also experience fatigue, lethargy, depression, irritability, and lack of motivation. With time, these restrictions begin to solidify so that cells that become trapped within these restrictions begin to dehydrate and die off. This can result in abnormal cell growth, which is exactly what cancer is. So as you can now imagine, restrictions in the fascia are no laughing matter. Even the trauma of birth results in fascial restrictions, which means that every living being on the planet, with or without pain or other health conditions, will benefit from relieving the pressure off their body systems by releasing the restrictions in their fascial web. So, how can I relieve the pressure off your body systems? Well, the truth is that I can't. In fact, nobody, regardless of their skill set or credentials, can do that for you. Certainly no drug or invasive procedure can do that for you. But you can do it. As sure as your body put the restriction in place, it can release it. I can show you how, and I can facilitate your healing journey. No matter what type of ailment that's causing you to suffer, you're not alone, and you don't have to suffer in silence any longer. Call me today or use my online scheduling system to schedule a free consultation. Space is limited, and I can only accept a limited number of people into my treatment program at any given time. So this free consultation will give us an opportunity to decide together if holistic, permanent pain relief is a good fit for you, and if working together as a team might help you to regain the life you want to live. I'm excited and honored to meet with you and to discuss your healing needs in person. Please call today.